One of the hardest menopause symptoms that I had to deal with when I was still in perimenopause was the overwhelming fatigue that made my day-to-day life a struggle. There were days when I used to be so tired that I'd need a nap in the afternoon. But I had so many things to do that I knew I had to research why it is that us women experience menopause fatigue. So in this video I'm going to share what information I found and what diet and lifestyle changes I made that helped me improve my energy and keeps my energy stable now that I am postmenopausal. Hello, I'm Shirley and I'm a nutritional therapist with a 3-year diploma in nutritional therapy. The first foods I have a lot of in my menopause diet are sources of phytoestrogen rich foods. Estrogen helps to keep your energy levels up by stimulating the areas of your brain and your body that are responsible for keeping your energy and metabolism in balance. Estrogen is also an appetite suppressant, which is why before perimenopause and menopause you may have found it was a lot easier to eat nutritious foods and to avoid sugary and processed foods. As estrogen has declined from perimenopause onwards, you may have found that it's a lot harder to resist the temptation for sugary and processed foods. This is because lower estrogen and other female hormones makes it harder to keep your body and energy in balance. Although these foods increase your energy in the short term, they also cause blood sugar imbalances and energy dips that you may feel as your menopause fatigue. By adding more estrogen-rich foods in your menopause diet, you may find that you're able to resist the temptation for sugary and processed foods, helping to keep your energy levels up and reducing your menopause fatigue. And that's because these foods have estrogen-like compounds that bind with your estrogen receptors, minimizing the effects of lower estrogen on your energy. Giving in to sugary and processed foods might also mean that you're not getting the nutrients you need through the changes of perimenopause and menopause, which may then add to your menopause fatigue even more. Phytoestrogen-rich foods include beans, lentils, legumes, berries, seeds such as flax, sunflower and pumpkin seeds, as well as cruciferous vegetables. The next types of foods to add in your menopause diet that may help reduce your fatigue are sources of B vitamins. To create energy, your body needs to break down foods from the larger components such as carbohydrates into simple sugars, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids, so that your body can absorb the nutrients from your foods. And this is a complex process that requires vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients to work effectively. B vitamins are needed as coenzymes in the different stages of metabolism and energy production, which is why it's really important to have a variety of B vitamin sources in your menopause diet. That way you're supporting the different stages of energy production with the correct nutrients to do this effectively. To get adequate B vitamins, add these food sources in your menopause diet. The next types of foods to add in your diet that may help reduce your menopause fatigue are sources of magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium is an essential mineral that works as a cofactor in over 600 body processes. Your body makes energy in the mitochondria of your cells, and magnesium is a really important mineral when it comes to energy production and balance, especially at the glycolysis and Krebs cycle stages. But making energy is just one part of the puzzle when it comes to improving your menopause fatigue. Your body also needs to be able to use the energy produced by your mitochondria. That energy also needs to be attached to a magnesium molecule, which makes adding magnesium in your menopause diet even more important when it comes to improving your fatigue. Now, if you'd like to know more about how magnesium may help improve your menopause fatigue as well as improve other menopause symptoms, check out the eye above or in the description, where I'll put a link to a magnesium video that I made, which you can watch after this video. The next types of foods to add in your diet that may help improve your menopause energy are sources of protein. Protein takes longer to digest, which means that it may help reduce the digestion and absorption of glucose or sugar from your diet, helping to keep your energy levels stable. More importantly, protein-rich foods such as organ meats, oily fish, red meat, poultry, legumes, nuts and seeds are sources of carnitine and CoQ10. Coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10 is an important coenzyme or cofactor when it comes to creating energy and is essential for the health of nearly every tissue and organ in your body. As you age and with the decline of estrogen, your mitochondria is more susceptible from damage from oxidative stress, and this reduces your ability to make energy effectively. Not only does CoQ10 support your mitochondria when it comes to energy production, it also works as antioxidant, supporting your mitochondria from the effects of free radicals, supporting your body's ability to create energy effectively in the long term. These foods also support energy production because they're sources of carnitine. Your body doesn't just create energy from carbohydrates, it also needs to be flexible enough to be able to create energy from other food sources such as proteins and fats. It's thought that carnitine may be the only compound that has the ability to carry fats or fatty acids into the mitochondria to be used for energy production. When it comes to keeping your energy stable and improving your menopause fatigue, it's also important to reduce the lifestyle habits and food choices that may be causing you to experience more fatigue. I know that it's really easy that when you're really tired, the last thing you want to do is cook from scratch, and it's easy to resort to ready prepared meals or processed foods. However, these foods tend to provide very little nutritional value, and this can then add to your menopause fatigue even more. Another reason for avoiding these foods is because they create byproducts known as reactive oxygen species, which create oxidative stress and may damage your mitochondrial DNA. And as a result, this can affect your ability to create energy in the short term. It can also have a cumulative effect or damage on your mitochondria, which can make your menopause fatigue even worse. The next thing to do to improve your menopause fatigue is to exercise. Now, like a lot of you, I know that when I'm really tired, the last thing I want to do is to exercise. And exercising may sound counterintuitive. However, I know that I can only rest for a day or two. Then I know I have to move and get my energy back just through exercising. Your body increases your energy in several ways. One is by transporting sugar or glucose to your muscles to be used for energy, and the other is through the activation of protein transporters known as glucose transporters. And this is an alternative way of increasing your energy levels and improving your menopause fatigue without the release or the stimulation of insulin, which is needed when you're eating high carbohydrate or sugary foods. Physical activity and building muscle also increases your insulin sensitivity, which means your body requires less insulin to increase your energy levels. One important factor that may be causing your menopause fatigue is because of low vitamin D levels. And in this video, you'll learn how important vitamin D is when it comes to improving your menopause symptoms.